The Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show.
Boss and the Sauce Show. Here we go.
Yay!
TailGate
Talks.
What up, Iggs? I'm on the other side today. Iggs, what's going down? Taco Tuesday.
It's Taco Tuesday. We got TailGate Talk with the motherfucking boss, DJ Bigboss. And what would a tailgate be without a brewski? So let's go. It's time to crack one open and get right to these games with my guy. Because you already know we got the Bet It or Forget It segment coming up here in the TailGate Talks. So let's get it popping. My man, DJ, first off, how you feeling on this beautiful Tuesday? Are you ready to talk some football?
Absolutely, man. I had a good weekend this weekend. My Notre Dame bounced back. That was great. Quite a few bets of my stuff hit. I did go 1-2 on the pick with my man Wham, which is college and NFL pick. So I did go that, but I had a good week, man. I got a payment. Just put it like that. You know what I'm saying? I got a payment. I'm feeling great. But as we dive into this week 4, it's a little more difficult here. We're getting into some conference play in some sections. The game kind of changes. We're developing a small sample size, which could lie to you because we don't know exactly where the teams are going to end up. So still it's our job to find the winning spots, despite how bad the card is. So I'm going to do my best to find the winning spots for y'all, man.
Yes, I love it. I love it. How does it feel to be in the spotlight, my friend?
Hey, it's a little different though. I did come up with the concept of this show, but I'm feeling it. I'm feeling in the spotlight. You know what I'm saying? I'm usually with my guy Big Ragu or Wine Time. I have them in the spotlight. They ready, but I'm Big Boss. I'm gonna give y'all the goods in the spotlight today, baby.
So without further ado, let's get right into this. We got South Alabama versus App State. That's a Thursday nighter, 7:30 Eastern, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. We got South Alabama, App State. Like I said, App State is -7 with the over-under of 64.5. How are you feeling? Is it a bet it or forget it spot for my main man, DJ Bigboss here, South Alabama?
Man, early in the season, it's kind of difficult at this spot. South Alabama, last week did lose, but they put up some points on the board. It was kind of impressive with that. But App State, on the other hand, we're not quite sure, where they at. They didn't play the greatest teams coming into this, but they are -7. I kind of feel this is a spot to take App State. This would be a growing spot for App State, kind of marking they signed in the land. This South Alabama team looks like, because of how much points they're giving up on the defense, they're not going to have the greatest season. But it is Alabama football. Even if it's only South Alabama, you always got to bring your A game against those guys. The total on this one, 64.5, is tempting for an under or over. I mean, naturally it comes over, but I would love to be able to hit it under and things changing in the App State way, because App State do pride themselves in defense. But one thing I do know about this one, and I have to check and see how many times these guys matched up, but App State to play there, they're at an elevation which it impacts the lungs, just like Wyoming and a couple other places. So first half is live in this game. If you kind of figure out where these players going to be, taking it that South Alabama's kind of new to the conference and stuff, I think this might be a spot where App State can get the best of them. So I'm not going to give you an official play. I'm just going to give you the lanes to walk down to try to find the right play. But on a Thursday, college football itch, I got to bet it, Iggs.
Let's go. It's a bet it. That brings us right. Well, real quick though, you can find us Thursday for Thirsty Thursday. And that game, we'll be going live doing our thing. So you can find official plays there, my friends. But we go right to Friday. It's a 4:30 p.m. Pacific time, 7:30 Eastern. Stanford versus Syracuse. Syracuse is a 9.5-point favorite with the over-under sitting at 58.5. DJ, how are we attacking this? Are we betting it or are we forgetting it?
Man, this one, you know, from the beginning of the season, if you watched any of my previews, I was heavy on Stanford. The coach over there is great, but after the first showing, which we eased out of there with some winning money with Stanford, and I said after the game, this is not a guy I want to continue to bet until he settles down because he calls his own offensive plays, a head coach style that calls his own offensive plays. And this guy got ridiculous, like he was on the video game. I'm talking about inside the 30, you know, on his own 30, fourth down and like 7 or something, or, you know, 5. And this guy is pushing buttons because he runs the offense. So he pushes the button. So he obviously feels that his offense is in more of control than his defense for himself in the game. And he showed that as like a rookie coach. He got to grow up some right there. So this one is going to be a forget it for me.
Forget about it. All right. And we're going to Friday night, half an hour later over there. Illinois versus Nebraska. Nebraska is an 8.5-point favorite with the over-under sitting at 43.5. This one kind of intrigues me. DJ, what are we going to do here? Bet it or forget it?
Oh man, this Nebraska team, Matt Rule is over there, and he is hot. I mean, they playing at the house because that's where they want to develop, you know, the greatness at the house like they were back in the day. They want to be a feared home to come in, and they're playing this Illinois team that plays some good pro style ball, very disciplined, you know, a lot of those type of qualities. I think the number in this one is too high. 8.5 is pretty high for, you know, a spot. At the end of the day, Nebraska want to bring a great win to the fans and they celebrate because they're on the rebirth for themselves. So I'm scared. I ain't gonna say I'm scared, but I don't advise going with a side kind of unless you take the dog. But in this one, I think it's definitely a good play on the total right here. The total set kind of low. There's only going to be 2 games on. This is going to be the late game, and this is on a Friday. It's kind of like prime time. So a lot of prime time games, we do like to look at the under in that one. But this one, I'm looking at like a first half over or somewhere in that realm. So I'm gonna get to it. I'll probably finalize that pick on Thirsty Thursday. So come check us out for Thirsty Thursdays where I'll let you guys know exactly what I'm on that. But that's gonna be a bet it for me.
Let's go. Bet it. All right. This brings me to the dealer's choice. I get the dealer's choice here. And I'm going to take us to 12:30 Pacific time on Saturday. USC versus Michigan. USC is the favorite. 5.5-point favorite. 46.5 is the total. This one, I feel pretty good about a certain side. Let's hear what you got to say. Are you betting it or forgetting it, Mr. DJ?
Man, I told myself at the beginning of the season, stop betting on feelings. And I got feelings all across the board. I'm a Notre Dame, diehard Notre Dame fan. Grew up down the street from USC, so I always want it to go the other way with USC. USC looked great coming out against the LSU team, who we showing that the LSU team don't got a lot of defense, you know, and it's been proven as these games are playing along. So I don't know how great USC front line and everything and the defense and all this stuff really is. But this Michigan team is not very, even though the offensive coordinator took over the whole team for after Harbaugh leaving it, and they signed him last week and gave him that moolah That's exactly why they won and covered last week. So they finally up this time. And USC is traveling to Michigan, playing in Michigan. All that's going to be different for them. Even though USC, they have a good record versus Big Ten teams. But those are mostly when they meet in the Rose Bowl for those type of games in the past.
Right.
This time is mid-season, not even cold weather or nothing, and you got to go to Michigan. So that could be a factor in this game too. So I'm not thinking of playing aside because my feelings say USC is not as great as they look, and that's just my feelings. That's not I don't have any hardcore evidence for that. This is definitely a game that I probably should just look away and forget about it than get involved and waste burning money to prove any points or feel any better because I don't like the team and I want to see trouble on them team because these SC fans out here are talking crazy. They say they sit at the head of the table of the Big Ten now. So it's crazy out here, but I'm not gonna bet this one. I'm gonna forget it.
Hey, and I like what you're saying there. To me, it's a forget about it. That will lead us over to here. This is another dealer's choice. We got this another Saturday night game on the East Coast, 4:30 Pacific time. Tennessee versus Oklahoma. Tennessee is favored by 7.5, with the total sitting at 57.5. DJ, bring us home on this little five pack of bet it or forget it.
Yeah, this Oklahoma team, they've been getting by the skin of their ass. And now they got to play some real competition. This Tennessee team, they've been on all cylinders lately. They look like they're growing over there as a team, which is great. I think the number in this one could be a little low. I'm hoping that the hook on the 7 is really telling you it probably should be 10. But I don't see Oklahoma's defense showing up, to be unstoppable to this offense that Tennessee has. I think this game probably gets away from Oklahoma in the second half. I'm sure Oklahoma's going to have a game plan to try to get a hold of this game, especially playing at home. They've been getting by, but they haven't been looking very great. This Tennessee team been looking like a well-oiled machine. Taking Tennessee minus a 7.5 is a good deal. If it goes up to 8.5, hey, I told you so. This is definitely a baddie.
Let's go. Well, that's going to round off the 5-pack there. And once I finish this, there's the 6-pack, baby. Let's go. Great edition of the TailGate Talks. We got a couple things y'all need to tune into on Thursday for DJ. How did it feel to be under the spotlight now that it's all done? We ready to go for more? What we doing?
Hey man, I was doing great at the beginning, but as we got to the end, man, the spotlight, I'm on the spotlight. It gets to you, you know what I'm saying? But man, I want y'all all out there to say, give a warm welcome hand to one of the new hosts of TailGate Talks. Because if I ever to get on here, this is my guy that I choose to interview me on this TailGate Talk. So I appreciate you, Ix, for coming in so the people can get a little bit of Big Boss opinion on some of these games right here.
Let's go. All right, boss, bring us on out. It's always a pleasure rolling with you, my friend. Let's get it.
Let's get it. And we out of here. Hey, if y'all got any questions about any of these games or anything like that, feel free to hit me up on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I'm always open to answering questions. Leave a comment, whatever, however you want to get to us. We see all that stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? Get back with us and make sure you check us out on Thursdays. I'm going to finalize some picks. We're going to have a good time. We definitely going to have some drinks, and we definitely going to have some live betting and sweating on there. I'm out of here, y'all.